Okay, we just had to replace the battery. Let's take another look at our tires, see if we see any slime coming out. We don't. These are fucking great tires. There's green slime in both front and back. We put the old battery in the key pocket and took out the new battery from the phone pocket. Both pockets are zipped. We got our side vents open on our pants. And if I get quiet at times, gentlemen, it's because of the my sprocket just ticked that step down there. I don't know if it was my sprocket or maybe my pedal. It's a pretty big steep step down. My other bike would definitely crack it, the sprocket. Not to take anything away from my fat bike. The only reason we're using the 29er is because it's got less miles on it than my other one. Once they become the same age, we'll get that 29er back out. The 29er, or I mean, not the 29er, I'm using the 29er, my fat bike. We'll get that one out again. Maybe sooner than later. Knock on wood. I'm gonna kick a stump here in a minute. You know, with this cable issue that I'm having with this throttle, you know, at any time, boom, you could lose connection. And if you do, we'll have to order another one and pay the shipping and maybe even pay the tariff. I mean, the tariff, although, you know, even a cheap tariff, there's a $41 brokerage fee. That's a rip-off fee. You know what I'm saying? Some company guarantees the payment every time to the federal government, and that company charges a brokerage fee. So the feds get their tariff guaranteed. The feds will get their tariff even if the credit card bounces or fails or whatever. The feds get their tariff, and then the brokerage company who charges the brokerage fee, they're the ones that go to war to get the money from you. So that's why there's a company that the feds don't have to worry. They get paid. The brokerage company, that's the one company that takes the hit, but they'll go to war. They'll go to war to make sure you pay, you know what I'm saying? Ultimately, they'll hand it over to a collection agency if they can't get the money from you. Here's the water tank. I knew the accident happened before this water tank. That's why I was looking real hard in that certain area. I knew it was a high-speed area. Like I said, that stump caught me twice. And that dude didn't clear it away. I took a piece of red flagging, net flagging, and I tied it on the stump so that when he came through and looked, he could see where that stump is, looking for that red flagging. And sure enough, he's most certainly cut it out. I appreciate it, and I'm sure other riders have hit it too. Even that, the lead guy for that high school team hit it. So, you know, whoever that kid is, you know, whether he's a high school kid or if he's the mountain bike coach. I'm sure he's a teacher at the school, probably a physical education teacher, and he took on the mountain biking because that's his hobby, and he, you know what I'm saying, gives him a chance to get outdoors here and bring these people with him, and You know, I'm sure he gets paid, gets equipment, the whole shebang, guys, if you know what I mean. You know, I thought it was 50-50 for me to be able to find that cork. But after seeing all that foliage and leaves and everything, I said, fuck this shit. Any one of those leaves could be on top of it. I'm good. I'm able to put closure to the accident now. The accident where, it's in one of my videos. The accident where I should have been fucking flown off the mountain in an emergency helicopter to the hospital. But I walked away because of my ability to roll with it. Knock on wood. You know, I'm fucking talking so much. After talking so much shit, I better knock on wood. There we go. I got lucky that I didn't get injured more seriously, guys. Let me tell you that. But the thing to learn from that story is if you do get a new bike, definitely check the torque on the steering components. I've had problems with the seat. I've had problems with the throttle being too loose. You know, you might want to kind of torque everything down. Either look up the torques or break out that old automatic torque wrench in your elbow and put a little extra torque on nuts and bolts that are critical. Your steering, throttle, seat. You know, you don't want your seat sliding down all the time. I've got this seat adjusted as low as possible right now. It's actually too low. But it's good for technical trail riding. The lower it is for me, the better off. It gives me the ability to reach the ground and control my riding posture, shall we say, which is vertical, upright, on two wheels rolling, as opposed to laying on your side with the wheels up in the air. Does that make sense, guys? Oh, man, this is so sweet.